Yesterday, I took you through the One UI 7 changes on the official version here on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. But of course, as things are, when you first get a bit of software, you want to get as much information as you can, but sometimes you miss things. Well, I found 5 things that not a lot of people are talking about with One UI 7 on the Z Fold Special Edition, or just One UI 7 in general. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. And let's go through this list of changelog and pick out 5 features that I don't think you might know about properly, and then show you how they work. The first is to do with Galaxy AI and a little known feature that got added to the keyboard regarding stickers. So let's say, for example, you want to start a chat, and let's say I want to send, hey, want to grab pizza tonight. I'll write that in. Want to grab pizza tonight. Let's say I want to turn that into an emoji or have a supporting image to go along with that. If I hit the emoji key, you'll see a little Galaxy AI icon sort of there next to sort of the stickers that I've already got created. If I hit the plus icon, it brings up my generation text box, and it's automatically grabbed the text that I've input and put it into the box here. So let's say I want to create this as a doodle. I hit generate, and then it'll go through its little processing, and it actually gives me an image of a pizza that I can then use and add in to the text box alongside the text. If I can do it in a different one, let's try a retro logo maybe. Let's see if I can create a bit of a logo for this pizza event. And then I can hit done, and I can add that in, and look at that. It's added that in as a sticker alongside my message. Oh, I've texted that to myself. Awesome. But that's a really cool one that I liked. That not a lot of people have sort of noticed, but it's in there. You don't, of course, have to use the text that you've created. You can add in your own text prompt. So you can say football goal, football goals, and again, hit generate. And then again, it's going to go through that process of generating that sticker, and then it'll add that in and you can send it, coincidentally again, to myself. I really like that. And I think that's a really neat thing to be able to use. It's kind of hidden though, it's tucked away. Something that's closely related to this, and this is going to be number 2, is to do with drawing assist. So if I go into drawing assist here, and again, this is sort of part of the creation of Galaxy AI. It's the new part. We showed it off yesterday. Let's say I wanted to, I only can think of red car for this. I guess because it works. So let's say I wanted that as a pop art, and I hit generate. It's going to generate the image. Now, of course, with this, you can save it as the image. There's a little download icon there, and that'll save the image itself. But if you want to save it as a sticker, you can hit the sticker icon, and then that will give you the sticker style. So it can be the original, it can be outline, you can have it as a cutout, vintage, and then cartoon. And then when you hit done, that adds it into your sticker set that we saw in the previous one, that now allows you to use that as a sticker. So there's a couple of different ways to be able to create stickers using Galaxy AI. There, how you do it. Number 3 was something that was kind of here in under enjoy your special moments, free form collages. So in the gallery, you've always had the ability to edit and create collages from photos, but now there's a free form option. So if I go back to the gallery, and if we go into camera, I'm going to select these 4 photos here of my daughter having dinner. I hit the create button, you'll see collage there. And then when I click on that, there's this new option here for free form. And then I can click on the photo and move it around, make the size smaller, move that around. And you also have control of the background. So you can have the background be a little bit blurred, and you can control that blur level with a slider, or you can make it a flat color if you want to just have it as a flat color. You can also frame the photos with a sort of circular border, or change the aspect ratio of the whole entire image as well, or make it into like a wallpaper size should you want to. The main point though is the freeformity of it. And then there's a button here that allows you to just completely sort of organize it automatically, or you get your choice of freeform. That's new with One UI 7, at least according to the changelog. This 4th one, I'm going to have the fold open, because I think with the bigger canvas, it shows this off better, even though it's not a fold specific one. Let's say you've decided to open up 3 pop-ups or a couple of pop-ups of the same app. I'm going to use Samsung Notes here, as that's a one that can have 3 of the same thing open. And let's say I've got one as the note, one as the folder, and another one as a different folder. If I minimize them all, they'll get hid under one banner, which is normal. What you can do now, though, is when you expand it and then expand it again, it gives you a preview of those 3 apps or 3 windows that are open, so you know which one you want to go to. So if I want to go to the notes for this video, I can open it up. Or if I want to jump back to the open folder, I can go that as well. And then minimize them again, and then they can stay there, which I really like, that sort of almost Windows-like productivity, because you can sort of get that nice preview of what's open. That's new with One UI 7. And this last one here is to do with the camera. So as we sort of know from One UI 7 beta, Samsung have changed and reorganized everything. You now have this 4-dot menu here down the bottom. Part of this 4-dot menu is this new exposure slider that it changes the exposure of the overall image before you take the photo. What I wasn't aware of before is that if you actually kept the slider, let's say expose it lower in the photo mode, if I jump out of photo mode and then go back to it, that actually will retain that exposure level permanently. So if you like your photos to be a bit darker, you can always keep it in the negative exposure level. And that will work with any camera mode. As you can see, I've already got one set for video. And if I go to single take as another example, again, I can keep that down lower. And then if I go back to it, that exposure is going to stick at that level, because that's now a permanent exposure slider as opposed to the one where you click on here and then that won't change the one down the bottom. Nifty. So they are 5 of my One UI 7 features that you kind of have to dig through to find. There's, of course, plenty more. And as we keep finding them, we'll keep updating you. Still waiting for the rest of the world to get One UI 7. At the moment, it seems to have only dropped in Korea, which is why I'm able to have it. And then you've got the quick panel on the Fold Special Edition, which I didn't show off yesterday, in this landscape view, which actually is quite nice. I like how it's stretched across and sort of takes advantage of the extra space. I do wish that it would do it in this form as well, sort of take advantage of the width of the phone. Anyway, neither here nor there. Make sure you hit subscribe to SamMobile TV for more official One UI 7 news, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.